we, the Pentecostal Voice of Kenya Association, PVK, an interdenominational church organization representing the voice of the body of Christ. Today, we express our deep concern regarding the current political discussions surrounding the potential impeachment of the Deputy President of Kenya, His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua. Given the stature and prominence of the office of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya as the second highest executive office in the country, there is no doubt that the impeachment of the holder of that office would lead to political uncertainty, instability, and chaos, regardless of the merits or otherwise. This has become apparent in recent weeks as the country appears to have reverted to campaign mentality with increased political tensions just 2 years into the current administration and 3 years before the next general election. We as PVK, therefore, urge His Excellency, the Deputy President, and his supporters to practice restraint, show humility, and privately communicate with the President to resolve any existing differences in a meaningful and civil manner. After all, he is your superior, and by virtue of his position, he deserves respect rather than impulsive criticism. Likewise, we respectively call on His Excellency, the President, to demonstrate leadership during these uncertain times by reaching out to his deputy to address any underlying issues, allowing the country to refocus on the pressing challenges we face, at least for the remaining 3 years of your term. Our nation is grappling with significant challenges from recent past events that demand the full attention of our parliamentarians and the executive. Not least, the Gen Z protests, social unrest, the rising cost of living, debt issues, budgetary constraints, stalled county operations due to delayed fund disbursements from the Treasury, ongoing pending bills, a nationwide strike by lecturers, inexplicable school fires, resulting in injuries and fatalities among students, floods, among others. These are the real issues facing the country that we strongly urge our political leaders to focus on, and not on their own personal interests. If we do not change, if we not change course and tone down the current political rhetoric, we risk losing sight of these critical issues and jeopardize our country's future. We as the church, the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 17 and to 21, calls upon all of us towards the ministry of reconciliation, just as God reconciled us to himself through his Son, Jesus Christ. During the sermon on the Mount in Matthew chapter 5, verse 9, Jesus Christ taught us that blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called the children of God. As a church, we represent the voice of the body of Christ, and we therefore urge all actors to embody the values of forgiveness, reconciliation, compassion, humility, and honor, and for a cooler heads to prevail. You were elected based on a commitment to eliminate the turmoil of a disordered presidency and to rejuvenate our nation's economy through the bottom-up economic agenda. During your campaigns, you inspired hope and raised aspirations of Kenyans, which is why many supported you, and the entire nation hoped your leadership would bring about meaningful change once you took office. We therefore encourage you to remember this and to prioritize the best interests of the country in your actions. Thank you. So kile tunamaanisha